Hello everyone and welcome back to My Opinion. In this video I'll be previewing the fourth test between England and India played at Old Trafford and Manchester. Let's get into this preview video. Starting off with India, there are three injury updates to the squad. Nitish Kumar Reddy has at least been ruled out for this match. Arshdeep Singh may be ruled out for the series. Akashdeep ruled out for this match. And on Nitish Kumar Reddy, I'd said in the previous video, of course it's not good that he's got injured, but I'd say that Kuldeep Yadav should be played ahead of him, especially going to Manchester. And I think this opens up a possibility for Kuldeep to play. Akashdeep, first of all, they said they were going to rest him for this match. Then the injury story emerged. And Arshdeep Singh, I think, is a miss because I would have played him in this match. So regarding that, I've got two 11s for India based on Rishabh Pant's fitness. The first 11 being KL Rahul, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Sai Sudarshan 3, Shubman Gill 4, Rishabh Pant 5, Ravindra Jadeja number 6, Wahinatha 7, Anshul Kamboj 8, Kuldeep Yadav 9, Jasprit Bumrah 10, Mohammad Siraj 11. Now, in this case, especially on days 4 and 5, the ball will start to turn. And if you've got three frontline spinners, two defensive spinners, who can bat in Jadeja and Washington, and one attacking spinner in Kuldeep Yadav. I think especially if India bat first, they'll be best placed to win this match. As I said in the previous match, if India had won that third test match, then they could have rested Bumrah and Siraj for the last match. Unfortunately, because they got close and lost, then they'd be playing those two to keep the series alive. And Anshul Kamboj, I'm surprised they recalled him because I thought he should have been in the squad from the start. I was there in the second India A versus England Lions match. He's got a big run up and he's got skill as well. I saw him, but I think he picked up 2 or 3 wickets in England A's second innings. And his batting, I think he scored 51 in India's third innings, with Tanush Kotian scored 90. So he can bat, and that's why I think he can also bat number 8. What I'm afraid they would do is they'd bring in Shardul Thakur in place of Nitish Kumar Reddy. And if they don't play Kuldeep Yadav, then I don't think that would be the best way forward. I think if you've got, as I said, the three spinners who especially come good on days 4 and 5, and Anshul Kamboj is someone who won't give many runs. He's highly skilled. You've got Siraj and you've got Bumrah. I think as an attack, that's a very good attack. They should not compromise the bowling attack for batting depth. And there's been some talk on Rishabh Pant's fitness and whether they will play Dhruv Jurel as a keeper, Rishabh Pant as a batsman. In that case, what I think they could do is you could play Dhruv Jurel at number 6 and play Washington at number 3. Because whether it be Karun Nair or Sai Sudarshan, unless they choose to play Abhimanyu Easwaran, is it a guarantee that they'll get above 40 runs despite their fantastic play? I don't think so. In that case, Washington is good enough to score that 40 runs, and he'll give you extra overs of bowling on a surface that will assist the spinners in the last 2 days. So I've gone with him to score that 40 runs and providing bowling, so you don't compromise on your bowling attack, because I think whether you got the 3 seamers and the 3 spinners, I think this attack looks very good. I hope they don't compromise on this. After this, there's nothing much to say for India. I hope they go with this 11. And now for England, they've announced they're playing 11. I'd said in the previous video, I've not been too. I think there are better bowling options than Brydon Cuss, and they played him in this match. I would have played Sam Cook. He can bowl fuller lengths than Brydon Cuss. Maybe they thought he would bat and he can bowl quicker, but as a bowler, I don't think he has been pulling his weight as much thus far. And especially when you've got Chris Woakes, who's been about 50-50. Some innings he's bowled economically, picked up wickets up front. In the other cases, not so much. I feel that Sam Cook could have played ahead of Brydon Cuss, but I'm not surprised they haven't made that change. Another player, I've been talking about Liam Dawson for a while, and not only him being included, but I would have brought in Tom Hartley as well as a second spinner from the start. Not for him to play in the 11, of course, but I'm saying that he could be a backup for Liam Dawson. And I thought in the first 3 test matches, them not giving themselves that option, I didn't understand it. Liam Dawson has picked up about 350 first-class wickets, scored, I think, 10,000 first-class runs. if you've got someone like him at number 8, then it shows that Archer 11, this whole lineup can bat, which is the reason why. Why do you need to play Brydon Cast for his batting when you've got Sam Cook, who I feel was a better bowler? So that's what they would do. Another intriguing thing is, I said before, if Jofra Archer and Ben Stokes bowl 20 overs each across 2 innings, then they may not last. The one thing that's going for them is that there's been a 9-day gap between the previous test match and this one. So I think that, especially someone like a Ben Stokes, who has conditioned himself just for this series, he has not played cricket apart from test match cricket, which is what my brother was saying in the previous video. However, I still feel if he bowls that 20 over mark, then there has been in the conversation elsewhere as well that he's got to take care of his bowling workload. And Jofra Archer, his injuries is because of the flaw in his action. It's not the case of Ben Stokes or the workload. If Jofra Archer has a 9-day break and still bowls 15 overs, I still think he may get injured, which is why they've got to look after that. But they've not been changing his action, so I don't know how that's going to go. And this is what I would say for him. They're not going to change the way they play. And I don't think they need to, because as I said with the bat, you've got this batting lineup. At least half of the players would not be content defending the ball, so I don't think they should change the way they play. And now comparing the 11s, the top 4 for India, you've got KL Rahul, Jaspreet Jaiswal. I'm going with 11-1 for now. Sai Sudarshan 3 and Shubman Gill 4, compared with Zach Crowley, Ben Duckett, Ollie Pope, Joe Root. Jaiswal didn't score too many in the previous match, but I think he's got the class and he's in form to score in this match. And the number 3 position has been a cloud, but despite that, I don't think Ollie Pope's been in the best of form either, so I don't think there's too much of a difference there. And still, I'd say there's Joe Root at 4. Apart from that, ability-wise, India's top 4, I think, eclipses the English top 4. And in the middle order, the low middle order, I'd give England the edge because, as I've said before, Jamie Smith, with the pace at which he scores, he runs, and the consistency that he's shown, then I think that you compare that with the Indian players. Jadeja, not as explosive. Rishabh Pant, has he recovered from his injury? You don't know. And that is why I would give England that edge. Ben Stokes, I'd said he played 2 defining knocks. The previous match, 44 in the first innings, 33 when it especially was difficult to bat, then how he did with the ball. I think you can expect that kind of a contribution via these 2 matches, despite not being fully with the bat. So I'd still say the lower order edge goes to England. But as far as the bowling attack is concerned, the 3 spinners, especially on the last 2 days, then you've got Bumrah, Siraj and Anshu Kamboj compared to England, where Chris Woakes has been 50-50 thus far. Brydon Cast, I wouldn't have played for this match then. You only got Ben Stokes, Jofra Archer. Can you only go with Liam Dawson on day 5 rather than the second frontline spinner that India have got? I don't think you can do, which is why I've given the bowling edge to India. Because of that, India will square this series, make it 2-2, take it to the 5th test match. Let's see what's in store. If you enjoy the video, please subscribe, share with friends. This is my opinion. What's yours?